The Journey of Georgia by Lauren Gilbert. Oglethorpe's intro. Hi, my name is Oglethorpe, and I'll be telling you the story of how Georgia was created. There were many ups and downs during this journey of exploration, but in my opinion, it was all worth it. You know, without my friend dying in prison from debt, Georgia might not have come about. That's how I think of it in a positive perspective. Well, let's get on into the adventure of Georgia. That's Oglethorpe. How Georgia came about. It all started, like I said, when my dear friend died. There was just something about that moment that made me think this is the last we shall lose because of some crazy reason, or in my case, because of backed up debt. There should be something I could do to help. That's when I got the right idea to come up with a place we can take these people and offer them to work off their debt. Now, in my head, that sounds great, like win-win both ways. We get people to work for free and trade goods that they make. And a win for the king, because it's less people to have he has to worry about. But King George is like an itch on the middle of your back, that part that just can't be reached without great force. So of course he comes up with the idea of the Charter of 1732 that includes 1 charity, 2 economics, 3 defense. The 3 things we hope would help soon-to-be Georgia grow. And so we sailed off with courage in our feet and hope in our eyes to find the great land of Georgia. Hey ho, we see land on the horizon. The sail to find Georgia was long, but after a while it will be worth it. This land we can soon call home if no one owns it. Wait, who are you? My name is James Oglethorpe. I have sailed from England trying to find new land that is unclaimed. Well, this land is claimed by us, the Yamakra. But there is a way my tribe leader might share it with you. Oh, by the way, my name is Mary Musgrove. I'm one of the translators for my tribe leader. Let me take you to him. My tribe leader, Tamachuchi, he is a little older but wise. He said he shall not be taken for granted, and that in order for you to call this land your home, he wants a few things: to be trading partners, allies, and have you guys as a defense system. Well, because of those straightforward askings, it did not take me long to think it over. Yes, I, James Oglethorpe, promise to do all your requests the best I can in order to stay on your land. After the meeting for the land, we started preparing the land for the deputies. It wasn't until February 12, 1733, when we started telling people to come over. We all know that when people get out of a place they've been for a long time, they like to get loose. Like when you go to school and realize you have a sub, you might act a little more crazy than you do with your teacher because that person's a sub, and when will they ever see you again? But anywho, we had to set a few rules, as the government, of course, always do. 1, no alcohol. 2, no slaves. We wanted them to do the work themselves. 3, no Catholics/Jews. 4, no lawyers. And 5, no land larger than the one you are given. Now, in my eyes, these were great. We just wanted to make life in Georgia as easy as 1, 2, 3. Georgia was almost complete. There were many people there, and we were almost getting to the finish line of completion. But you know, when you feel like you're almost done, there is something you realize you have to do or add in. Well, we need a defense and another doctor, because the one we have shouldn't just not have the name doctor. So we started searching around for at least one of them. 5 months after I had arrived, a Jewish doctor came. Now, don't get me wrong, he was a great doctor. I mean, he knew his stuff like some of y'all know the THL school. He was amazing, but there was one thing: he was Jewish, and like one of the rules, we the trustees came up with no Jews. But in this case, I made a hard exception, because at the end of the day, it should not matter your race, but how good you do the job. And because of my great decision, he cures all the people who were sick in under a few days. This was the start of us trustees allowing more Jewish people in the colony. And before we found the defense, we came across the Salisburys. They are very kind people. They know a lot about farming, and they were already getting kicked off their land. So I, James Oglethorpe, invited them to come to Georgia and settle of a piece of our land. We realized that the land they had settled on at first was way too swampy and not for farming land, so we relocated them and they named the land New Ebenezer. But later, we found the Highland Scots. They were the best defense. Heard they had never lost a battle and that you should never cross them unless you want bad luck on your side for all your battles or wars. They agreed to come to Georgia. With the promise of land ownership. It's always a give or take with people, but they would help us with defense, which came really handy in the fight against Spain, which was called the Bloody March. For a few years, the trustees tried to make it through, but the colony is failing and money is running low. King George is getting tired of seeing no money coming out, but more and more money going in, and more people are getting mad. We turn it into the king, and he turns the colony into a royal colony. Hey, let us royal colony speak. I mean, we are in charge now, and we plan to keep it this way. And yes, this is big shade being thrown. So yeah, bye. We, the royal colony, do not want to be poor, so we will allow slaves. So the people who own the land can produce more, and we can trade and make more money. Oh, and alcohol is allowed because alcohol has many uses. So yeah, as you can see, Georgia went from rags to riches, and this is a story of Georgia. The end.